And welcome back to Open Your Eyes. It is a lovely Wednesday morning. We've got lovely people on the set. And the Belize Collection Resorts, restaurants and residents, Christmas dinner alternative. A lot of people venture off into turkey or chicken when you could have duck. And to tell us more about it, we've got Edith Ferrier, Special Events Coordinator, along with Michelle Rodriguez, Special Events Coordinator.
Yeah.
Edith, good morning. It's so nice to have you in.
Good morning. Thank you.
God, I'm feeling the Christmas.
Well, I gotta say, just so people don't get confused because they don't see duck, we're doing a two-part series here. We're gonna catch up with you guys about the Belize Collection and the resorts that you manage and all the great things you've been doing. And then we're gonna shift over to the chefs in the house who are preparing over there to cook up that Christmas dinner for us.
Yes.
And I want to start off by saying congratulations, first of all. You guys earned two very significant achievements this year at the Tourism Awards, and that's the Hotel of the Year for Jaguar Reef and also Restaurant of the Year, the Grove House at Sleeping Giant. That's
big congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
So tell us how that feels. I mean, it's gonna be...
What's the thought? How you
It's
feeling?
absolutely awesome, Marlene. It's just so exciting because this is the second year that the Grove House actually won Restaurant of the Year. Consecutively.
Back to back.
Back to back.
Makes me hungry already.
It would be interesting to know if we're the first in Belize to do it. We don't know. So, and then also Jaguar Reef, there's been so many changes at Jaguar Reef within our different properties at the beach that it's exciting to know that all the hard work that you put into it has come to fruition, and the staff certainly deserve it. Also, we have a member of staff that won service personnel.
Wow.
At which property?
At Jaguar Reef.
At Jaguar Reef too. Awesome.
Shakira.
Yeah, shout out to you. Because you meet a lot of people in the tourism sector, so clearly she stands out for her unique qualities.
Well, so how do we, in winning these awards, we know for a fact that it's definitely top notch. It gives not necessarily or more than bragging rights, but work has to be put in for you guys to be there. So how do you gauge yourself? What's the conversation from last year leading up to this year without knowing that we would win this, but we've done our work? What's going on there?
Well, we have an amazing all Belizean team. Young, energetic managers that push. And the Belize Collection is managed and owned by a Belizean. So, we're forward thinking, we're innovative, and we're pushing all the time to improve. So there's no still moment. We're always pushing forward. So I think that's the key to our success.
Ladies, let's get a bit of background. So Belize Collection manages multiple resorts and residences across the country. Let's talk about what's included in that.
Okay, the Belize Collection, formerly known as the Viva Belize. We rebranded to the Belize Collection. And like we said, we manage 5 different properties, own and manage 5 different properties. Let's start with our jungle property. That's Sleeping Giant, Rainforest Lodge. Beautiful. If you've never been there, you got to do it, really. Then we have our beach properties, which are Jaguar Reef. That's our flagship property. And on the Jaguar Reef, we have Almond Beach. We have the Colonial. We have the Villa Collection. And of course, they're all along the same 900 feet of precision. It's the best beach in Upkit. Best beach in Upkit. So, Marlene, with all our new changes and everything, you gotta come visit us.
We added a big duck bar recently.
The big duck bar.
Wow.
It has become a hit.
Really?
And Hopkins is really up and coming.
It is up and coming.
I'll be honest, and I'll get it in. I loved Hopkins long before it became popular. Because that beach is just so lovely.
So lovely,
It's one of the few places in Belize that you have a beach.
Well, not only that, but then we still have the authentic, the ethnic background.
And that's primary. Because I think a lot of people, especially you want to feel tranquil when you get to a place. But at the same time, you want to learn the part of being in these areas. Right. So while you've got a large Garifuna community, what is that collab with the community and then again with the resorts? What is that collaboration like?
You know, our guests absolutely love that side of it because really and truly, you know, you could go to anywhere and it's all nightlife, it's all partying and it's everything. And but you go into Hopkins and you still have that Belizean culture that's offered, you know.
Yeah.
So you have all these different properties that you're managing, and clearly there is a focus on customer service and just a finer experience. You know, when you manage the team, you spoke of an all Belizean managerial group, but then it boils down to that front person who you meet as you enter the property, or the person who answers the phone when you call, or one of the caretakers that you may interact with while you're there. How do you make the excellence or the quality that you are aiming for trickle down to every worker?
I think when you see the energy and the positivity coming from up above and the belief in the product that you're presenting to your guests, I mean, you can't help but walk into our properties and think, wow, you know, this is home. There's a feeling of home.
And from the moment our guests arrive, they know that their needs are priority. So, you know, and I think that comes from inside our staff. We have been blessed to have staff that truly believe in our product.
But it's always the best thing to train them to be this way. It's not everybody who comes along and then they've got the knock for it. But you guys are doing something correct. So give us some advice. How do you get your staff to actually be the frontline people, these people who you get there and the reception is so good? I mean, when you guys talk, I could see the beach. Tell us about that. How do you get your people to be top notch?
I think a lot of it has to do with investing in the training and keep on at it, you know. We want and believing in the product. I really believe that if you believe in the product and you love what you're doing, I think that's a big thing. I love what I'm doing, so I'm you know, excited to go to work every morning, and I can see that with a lot of our staff that they're excited to be at the beach or in the jungle. That's what they love.
Look at that.
And so how's the high season treating you? The fruits of the rewards are coming in?
Yes, definitely coming in. High season, we're doing really well.
What a tour.
Now I have to ask, for me, what I think is a very important question. Our viewers are primarily Belizean living here and Belizean living abroad. What's in it for us? Because a lot of times we go to properties as Belizeans and we just don't feel that sense of love and warmth that you may get. And, you know, let me just backtrack. People feel like going to Mexico is bad, but there you're treated like a tourist. In Belize, very often you may go to a property and not feel like a tourist.
Marlene, we've had many of our guests, Belizean guests, voice that same concern, and they've also come up to us and said, you know, you guys don't make me feel like a Belizean. You treat us like we should be treated. I mean, really and truly, this is our home. We want our Belizeans to see what we have to offer. You know, and like you said, we have a lot of Belizeans living abroad. I mean, predominantly their families are here. So if we treat these Belizeans well, I mean, they will talk about us to foreigners. So.
And have you found more Belizeans going and staying at your properties?
Yes, definitely.
We have
So they're a sizable part of your market.
Definitely.
Wow.
They are. They're what kept us going during the low season. So we have been blessed with that.
So we know that
did you make it affordable for Belizeans? Are there Belizean rates that we can take advantage of?
We certainly do.
Okay.
Obviously in the peak season, it's really difficult to but we certainly do from time to time. I mean, if people log on to our website, you know, we have offers on there. On our Facebook page, we have Instagram, we have weekend offers for Belizeans.
Nice. Tell them to us, the website, the Facebook page, the Instagram.
It's www.thebelizecollection.com or www.jaguarreef.com and www.sleepinggiantbelize.com. So you know, it's easy to find us on the website.
Then let's venture off into
Do you have
to ask for a Belizean rate?
Certainly. We want our Belizeans to call us and find out if we have anything special going for them.
Then the food alternatives, the food. And when I think about Hopkins, I think about that authentic Garifuna flavor. And then again, that rich Belizean culture, because this is one of the things I say is that we're mestizo Belizean, or we're Belizean mestizo, Belizean Garifuna, but Belizean first.
Yes.
So we know we've got our folks, and we'll be venturing off there in just a few. But let's talk about some of the things that we could get in these resorts, or what the tourists ask for when they get here at home.
Well, at Sleeping Giant for the Grove House, we're farm to table.
Yes.
So
farm to table.
So basically, I mean, we push everything that's Belize.
Yeah.
You're going to get that authenticity with Belizean food, with our twist, with the chef's twist to it, which is amazing. And then down at the beach, we have Garifuna Mayan cuisine. And again, the chef's twist to it.
Yeah.
And the presentation is fabulous.
Yeah.
Actually, the hudut is a huge hit.
Yeah.
The guests go there and they love it, and you see this huge fried fish and that lovely soup and
Stop.
Okay, don't do that to us. Because it's a very far drive for us at this hour.
Not really, Marlene, because Sleeping Giant and the Grove House is only 20 minutes outside Belmopan. And then from Belmopan or Belize City, it's only 2.5 hours drive
To Hopkins.
To
paradise.
See, when you put it
To
into
paradise, that's
perspective
right.
now, 2.5 hours feel like nothing. Because it's paved now going into that makes it a lot easier.
We don't think anything of driving that to Chetumal when we have paradise.
Tell them.
52 hours just to move around the city.
That's true. That's true.
I prefer the hummingbird view.
Yeah.
Oh, the view is
beautiful.
amazing.
All right, so I know you're in the midst of peak season, so and I completely understand this is really where all of the sector really looks to earn as much as they can. But when's a good time for Belizeans to be able to access the services of the Belize Collection?
September, October, from May to October, really. We have deals on. We just had Black Friday deal.
Really?
I know.
Yes, we did.
We still have a promotion going now. And then, like I said, always call and ask for your Belizean rate. So.
Remember, we're Belizean owned.
Yes.
That's true.
You're the Belize Collection. So it isn't easy to be able to win Best Restaurant back to back, and it isn't easy to win Best Hotel of the Year or Best Frontline Person. I'm sure you have a lot of people that you'd like to recognize and just say thank you to in being able to get to this point.
Yeah. Call some names.
Oh, definitely. All the staff. There's not one staff that we can leave out. The energy from the managers trickle down. And so from the top to the bottom, even our beach captains, even our gardeners, I mean, Sleeping Giant, over 500 different varieties of plants.
I know. And peacocks.
And peacocks and rabbits and ducks. And it's just a haven.
Wow.
Yeah, when I tell people you can see peacocks at sea, they don't believe me.
I'm thinking now plant in the talk.
No, like the
animal.
The animal,
Yes. If you've never seen one, you can see one at sea.
I have never seen, I've heard, one of the national bird of Mexico. Well, I didn't know. I really didn't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
With that beautiful tail.
Beautiful tail, and they put on a show every now and again.
Yeah.
John,
now you know.
I really didn't know.
Now you know, and it is really exceptional.
John, I can see that you've not been to our resort.
I've driven past countless times, but to say stop in, I've never.
Well,
this is just for lunch.
This is a good time.
The restaurant.
This is a good time to present these to you guys. Merry Christmas from the Belize Collection. So I hope that we'll be seeing you there.
What are we having? And I need to throw this in. I wanted to ask, a lot of the times we venture off. I'm a South guy. I'm from Punta Gorda. And many a times we'll be taking that drive home, but we never think about stopping in these places and say, we could just go to the bar and have a nice sip or get some water, get something to just see the property. Are we able to do that?
Yes, you can, by all means. We're open to the public for dining. Preferably, we would prefer, booking in advance, obviously, depending on what so we can prepare for you.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you're more than welcome to stop in on your way to Punta Gorda or back from Punta Gorda.
Yeah. And get something nice. Enjoy authentic.
Exactly, or just make Jago Reef your point of destination.
Yeah.
I've been to Jago Reef, but never to the sleeping giant. But that's the spot
Oh, and that's an easy one.
That's an easy one. That's an easy one.
Even if you stop for a drink.
Yeah.
Not you, the driver, but the passenger.
The passengers.
Well, I know we're going to shift gears into our cooking segment now. Yes. So we're actually going to take a look at one of your promo videos.
Okay.
As we head on over with the chefs to be able to start our cooking segment.
All right.
Right?
Here we go.
All right.
You've taken a look at the hotels, and now we actually get to have a cooking demo with Chef of the Year, I should say, because it's from the Restaurant of the Year. We have Bethany Ferrier, and we have Rahim Melendez. So you are at Grove House at Sleeping Giant, and you're at Paddle House at Jaguar Reef.
Sweet.
Nice.
All right.
How often do you guys actually work together, or this is the first time?
No, we work together a couple times, especially on events and stuff like that. Yes.
You know, one of the things that we must show folks is that people love what they do, and obviously you guys love what you do. What does it mean for you guys to be working along with this group and winning such an award? How do you guys feel about it?
Well, to me, the most very important key is I think we have found the perfect candles, Bethany, myself, we have selected. I know we have a ton of talented chefs, but there's one important thing is the passion, cooking with love.
Yes.
And we have been blessed and guided through the right thoughts, and we have became, very loved in what we create every single day. So to us, it's very important in that end. And we are appreciated on that end, and we are happy what we do. So everything that comes out comes from our heart. Right?
Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
So we're talking about the different menus that are available. What's your signature at Grove House?
Well, the Grove House menu is more farm to table, so you won't find a lot of seafood with us because that's for Chef Rahim, but you'll find stuff like the duck or the rabbit or, more chicken, more game meat, deer or gibnut or stuff like that we like to present because that's what we have at the farm. And we do a lot of ground vegetables too. So
And what's the flavor? What's the distinct flavor that you aim to achieve?
Well, we have a lot of surrounding villages around us, so we like to incorporate that in our dishes also. So we do very local, but also, we always add that twist to it.
What is the most ordered or favorite dish at Grove House?
That's a tough one.
I know you shift your menus, right? But like one that has just always been a hit.
Let me guess. It's the pollo
She's being
asado.
modest, right?
No, we have a pollo asado, which is just a chicken quarter seasoned down very well with a lot of local herbs and spices. And I mean, even to the bone, it has that rich flavor to it. My God. And it's topped with like a local chimichurri and everything, a homemade chimichurri, and everyone goes crazy for it.
Don't forget the fogon con tortilla.
These are all the elements. And you know what? You're telling me seasoning, and I'm seeing sweet orange here, and I know. Is that
citrus.
Yeah, it's tangerine. Yeah.
Oh, it's tangerine.
Right.
Yeah, I know that, we have options for so much more than just lime, and it adds such a different flavor
And
when
we
you're
grow
cooking.
it right at the farm. Right
Oh, that is grown at the farm?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I also see pineapples. Those are grown at the farm?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
So, Rahim, you can tell us about what's happening at the paddle house.
Sure, if you may know, we're located in a Garifuna society, right? So, I mean, it's all based on undergrounds, coconut, cassava, yampi, you name it.
Yeah.
So it's a very rich culture in food.
Yeah.
And of course, seafood. These guys, dory, down right to the restaurant. We get fresh conch, fresh lobster, snapper, lionfish, you name it. So I have made one of the signature dishes, which is more like chowder base. But the very important thing about the chowder base is we make it with lone underground roots. Like you see this serre? The serre, what we do is we blend all of those roots together and we strain it and we get more of a broth, a thick broth. Now, a classic chowder, you will use milk and flour. So we don't use that anymore, and we use fresh seafood, sauté. That's the main key for us too, is having fresh seafood, right?
Yeah.
And the broths, the fresh basil, the fresh okras, all of that just blends in. So we came up with a nice seafood and a fennel hint chowder.
You guys are making me
I know.
so hungry.
It's like I'm seeing what he's saying.
I know.
But anyways,
Yes.
And tell us about that famous hodot.
Yeah, I mean,
Is it just the traditional hodot, or you put your flair on it too?
it does has a flair.
Yeah.
I do work with Garifuna chefs too.
Yeah.
I have been honored to work with very talented people there in Hopkins. I have learned there are 4 dishes, the hudut, the darasa, the bundiga, So I have been blessed. I'm from San Ignacio, and I have been able to master those dishes.
Yeah.
Now our hint comes with, the more of the creativity, more of the attention, the drama, the techniques that are not practiced there. That has been my end and my strength there in motivating all the local chefs there, in making our local dish top notch, right? So
the favorite dish, the most demanded dish at Paddle House, you tell us that.
that's the fennel snapper in a Garifuna seafood broth. And not to forget, it has a creamy coconut rice. Hand-grated coconut, squeezed to perfection. And then you saute your fresh coconut rice with a little bit, a hint of turmeric,
I need to
cilantro, lime.
We gotta start cooking.
Let's start it.
Give me some of what he's talking about. But today we're making duck.
Yeah,
right.
Correct.
We're gonna be doing a tangerine and pineapple duck breast.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
So we went ahead already and we cleaned it off, took off the excess skin, everything, because duck is very fatty.
Yeah.
So we did that, and Rahim's gonna take over and show you guys how we seasoned it and everything. We let it soak in tangerine juice already for 30 minutes.
Cool.
So it has that flavor already in it. Alright.
So for someone who's never had duck, what can you expect? You can go ahead.
Yeah, you can start do your thing,
Someone who's never had duck, what can you expect in terms of flavors?
It's like chicken.
It's like a chicken, turkey kind of thing.
Yeah.
To me, I feel like it's more on the turkey side than it is on the chicken side.
Okay.
But it's not, like I said, it's very fatty.
Well, fat is flavor, right?
Yeah, the fat is the flavor,
Smell this. This is homemade. This was made last night. Guess what it is? It's a duck oil with pineapple.
Pineapple. Well, I was certainly not gonna guess duck, but I did pineapple.
You can smell the pineapple in there, yes.
So this is very important for us. This is what makes our food very interesting.
Yeah.
Is that you use the actual techniques, the details whenever you're preparing a dish. So now, how did we get this? It's very easy. And I'll show you the whole process right now. But first, like how Chef Beth inform you, we soak the duck in the fresh tangerine for 30 minutes. Normally, everyone wash chickens in line, right? So now we created this tangerine and pineapple duck. So that's the reason we soaked it and pre-washed it there, so it has that flavor. Now, are you very familiar with Allspice Farm?
Allspice?
Farm.
No.
Okay. Fresh peppercorn, right? Ooh. Fresh peppercorn, grinded. We marinate it right here over, right? And salt, a little bit of salt, and then we use the oil. It's same oil. So
you're gonna show us how you make that, right?
Correct.
So it's duck oil
with pineapple.
With pineapple.
That's interesting.
Correct.
This would be like a marinade. Would you leave it on long? I mean, it's already soaked in tangerine for
30 minutes.
30 minutes, yeah.
Correct. So the more you marinate it, now we have to understand duck is kind of a little bit, because it's a free range, does a lot of exercise, so it builds a lot of muscle. Right? So it's kind of a little tough. And the reason why we use pineapple and tangerine, again, it's farm to table. We're featuring Paddle House, Grove House. So everything there is citrus. It's a large citrus farm. Now the pineapple is going to help us in tenderizing that duck, right?
So it's not just flavor; it has purpose.
It has its purpose. Again, we cook with techniques, you know, so you understand the whole concept behind the duck. But the tangerine has that power right behind it. So we're getting that citrusy. Now we're gonna get our frying pan to a heat, and then we're gonna seal this properly so it looks all golden brown. Now,
pretty crisp color to it.
Correct.
Because your duck should have a crisp.
Correct.
Yeah.
So now, while we're doing that, I'm gonna explain you how we make the sauce.
Okay.
The sauce has a lot of attention. It's like, you know, first sight of love. You know, you have to be very, you know, romantic to the sauce so you get that flavor, right? So what we do is with the whenever you're cleaning the duck, you remove fats, you remove bones and necks, you know, and the gizzard inside and all of those stuff. So we saute that. We saute that in coconut oil, right? I mean, we're right in the Hummingbird Highway. These guys sell coconut oil like crazy.
I know.
So we have that access, and that's what another flavor that contributes to our local flavors, right? So now, we saute the bones with onions and peppers, and then the pineapple, and that's where the flavor starts to come in. So we saute the bones, the pineapple, everything there together.
The gizzard, the fat.
Correct. So that starts to sweat its own oil, not adding water or anything. So the pineapple itself, and since this has a lot of fat, you may see, so that fat starts to cry. So then what we do is strain that oil. And that's how we manage to get this. Now, the sauce comes here. We add water, so we create a broth.
Okay.
Right? And then after the broth is made, it boils at least for 25 minutes with all that pineapple, water, and the bones and everything. So we blend the pineapple with the fats, removing the bones, and we strain and we get a thick gravy. So then for reducing that, we simply add the tangerine juice. So the tangerine juice balanced perfect with the pineapple and the broth. And the most secret important thing is, what do you see there is Yampi.
Yes, the purple
Yampi.
one,
So
I want to know what that is.
That's the sauce I'm explaining
Oh,
you.
this is it.
So, correct.
Because why? Oh, so this you added this oil on top of it?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's get cooking. I want to taste.
Perfect.
All right, so we're putting in.
So we're going to use the duck oil in duck pineapple oil.
Correct. And here we have some fresh garlic.
All right.
Again.
That's right, crushed.
You want to get that little.
Love that scent. That
is the
I'm waiting for it.
That's when you know you're cooking.
Yes, I'm waiting for it.
Okay, so a little bit there, Beth. So this is what we want. See, you hear that little frying concept, sizzling? That's what we want whenever we're putting a duck in a frying pan. You don't want to use a cold frying pan. It's the knowledge of the techniques behind cooking.
And one of the key things you did is you heat the pan before you put in the oil.
Correct.
Because you don't want smoky oil.
Correct. So what you do is you dance it around, so you ensure it's it gets that texture, what you want.
Yeah.
It goes into the oven, right? It goes into the oven for 350 for 55 minutes. So we get at medium cooked temperature.
So you do this first, then put it into the oven.
Correct.
How long does it take to put the crispy on it? The crisp on it, sorry.
Not much. It's like maybe 2 minutes.
Okay.
Right, 2
and I
minutes.
see you're holding it down to make sure it makes contact. Yeah.
Correct. It creates
Equally,
that contact. What you want is you want to create that equal concept all around, that texture. So it's like you're doing a pork chicharron, you know?
Yeah.
You want to ensure that crisp is there. So let me just quickly show you here what it's starting to look like, right? See? It's not golden brown, but we need it golden brown.
So you're gonna leave that up.
Yeah.
That's a fancy stove too, I gotta tell you that much. Yeah.
Well, it's a high heat, right?
It is high heat, I
So
can
that's
see
what we're
that, yeah.
looking for, right?
Yeah.
Is you know, trying to get the right heat to your frying pan at a fast pace, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So we're gonna move this from here.
So what other meats can you use this technique for? Because some people may have never done duck. Can you do it with, like, let's say you have a chicken or?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can.
You do beef.
Yeah.
You can do beef tenderloins,
Yeah.
beef tenderloins, chicken, pork chops. You know, what you create there is a layer outside, that crisp, right? So it's very important with the cooking of the oven.
Yeah.
Because then you get that medium texture from inside.
Yeah.
You don't get overcooked.
I was gonna ask, does that lock in the moisture so it doesn't get too dry?
Correct. So if we are to cook that duck in that frying pan, it's gonna get overcooked.
Okay.
Right? So we're gonna be cooking the outside and expecting to cook the inner side while the outside is overcooking. Right? So we create a seal protection for the duck outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then that goes into the
Into the
oven,
oven.
like I
It
explained
cooks
to
from
you.
the inside.
Correct. Oven starts like a microwave, from inside, outside.
Now I know.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. So, and now what are we about to do?
Okay, so I'll explain you the sauce. This right here.
Yes. So we got the finished product
Yes.
to know what it's gonna look like.
Okay, this is the tangerine, pineapple, and coconut sauce, right? We add coconut and yampi. Now, a lot of us use a lot of starch in trying to thicken sauces and stuff.
Flour.
Right, or flour.
starch.
Correct. So what we did here, we reduce it and we add a purple yampi to create that balance.
Okay.
Right, so what we're gonna do with this is we're gonna heat it up.
All right.
We're gonna heat that up so it gets that runny.
Why does it have the yellow oil on it though?
That's
Where's
the fat,
that
right?
from?
I think that
no, I know
that's
it's
the duck.
I know it's
Yeah.
oil. That's
It's
from
a duck grease.
duck.
Yeah.
Correct. Its own fat.
Yeah.
So it's very, very powerful with that duck and tangerine and citrus. So you will get all that flavor in there and that yampi hitting right behind.
So for
and
the
that
thickness,
purple yampi
yeah,
is the yampi.
is what adds to the color. Would it?
Correct.
Yeah.
it adds to the
Color.
color. And the thickness, where did you get it from?
The yampi.
The yampi. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So color and thickness from yampi.
Correct. Yampi is like cassava. It has a ton of starch.
And if you were wondering why I was saying purple, it really is
Yeah.
purple. For people who never had yampi, they may not know that.
Yeah.
It's a ground. It's a
Ground vegetable.
Yeah.
It's related to like the
Cassava,
sweet potato,
sweet potato.
cassava,
Yeah.
all of that.
Yeah, and so it has the same texture. It's cooked similarly too, right?
Yes.
So
yes,
like
yes.
you boil it or you bake
Correct,
it, or you
correct.
mash it.
So, yeah, so what we do with
And-
this is we put it in
Like
water,
sweet potato, yeah.
hot water.
Yeah.
We put it to boil, just like making mashed potatoes.
Okay.
Right, the same technique. But
You've had it
that
before?
there has butter, the same duck butter with garlic. So you're gonna get a hit right behind, right? And instead of mashing it with butter, like regular butter, we use coconut milk. So it gets that all local. You know what I mean? Getting in the seafood section in here.
That's delicious.
Yeah, correct. Thank you.
You didn't think I was gonna taste it?
Coconut, garlic, butter, yampi.
The funniest thing is, he said coconut at the same time the flavor started to kick in. Because at first it was like mashed
Yes.
potatoes, salt, garlic, and then the coconut flavor came in.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
So we're gonna warm the sauce. So whenever we do the duck breast, we're gonna have it with its own sauce.
look on that. Oh my God.
So
I'm waiting for the sun.
So is this on the menu, or this is just for us?
I do have duck on our menu with the Grove House.
Okay.
As a special.
Yeah.
So some nights, and it is actually a tangerine duck too. We just don't add the pineapple.
Okay.
But
we got the extra sweetness in your eyes.
Yeah,
Right?
that's right.
what we created today is a different step, a substitution.
Yeah.
If you are not a fan much of ham or turkey for Christmas, you know, you have this recipe here to create at home. So it becomes very, you know, unique, and you still feel important.
You can have duck. You can have duck.
you can even do it with the local gallina. I know some families really like, you know, the local chicken.
Yeah.
You can do it with that also.
Okay.
Duck is a bit gamier than regular poultry, right? Do you classify it as poultry still? I don't know.
The duck, I will say yes.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah. But it does have a gamier taste to it. And I'm saying that because people who don't like chicken or turkey, which I actually know someone like that, may enjoy duck.
All right. So here we go again.
Okay.
We're actually using what we left behind from the duck now.
Yeah.
Correct. So this is what we have
Sorry.
here.
Yeah.
Right? Cool. So it's very important also, again, we showed you how to get the turkey itself.
Yeah.
Right? Marinated and everything. So we have a breast here, which we're gonna pans here to get it ready. Right? So we have the breast already here.
This is after she's baked in the oven.
Correct.
Yeah.
After she's put at 350 for 55 minutes, this is what we get.
TV
Right?
oven.
Correct. So we really want to get this texture here.
Okay.
Right? We want to dance it right in here so we get that little chicharron flavor right in there. And in this same pot, we're going to saute our spinach, right? We're going to do a wilted spinach in coconut milk and a little hint of peppercorn, salt, and that's going to be spectacular.
Yeah.
All right? And
I love
then
this. I love
I'm
this.
like just.
and we're going to saute the yampi also there.
Okay.
Ooh.
Right? So
What's that color?
Look at that.
That
yes.
is beautiful.
Beautiful. Look
Right.
tender.
it is tender.
Yes.
And you're still getting the hint of that garlic right now too.
Correct. Yes. If you notice, our garlic is not burnt, right? So it's not creating that bitterness.
Bitterness. Okay.
Right?
All right.
So whenever it gets to that concept of like, you know, getting black, you gotta remove it. It's not just gonna add that bitterness to your food.
Oh.
Right? So it's very important
There
to
you
know
go.
that,
Chef
right?
tips.
Correct.
Right.
You wanna put that there, and then we wanna put the yampi.
Put Mr. Yampi.
You gotta try it just by itself. It's
I'm
really
looking
good.
on because I want to try this.
No, try just like by itself.
All right, let me.
Because they're gonna saute it. It's
I'll
so
take
good.
Take a quick dip.
Yeah,
All right, so here we go.
so good.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, coconut come in.
It comes later. It's like mashed potato, really nice mashed potato,
Then
garlicky and salty. Then
So there's one technique I also want to share.
Tell us.
Is once you do this from day one, it becomes very sticky.
Very
Right.
thick and stretchy. It has like this stretchy consistency to it.
Okay.
okay, I didn't know that.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah, it's good, right? Because
It's
it
good.
shows its starch, right?
Okay.
It's like doing fresh chocolate, like, you know, back in the years, right?
Yeah.
So
Never had
if
that
you left,
experience.
if you left it for the following day, it looks like a perfect mashed potato, and you could do it like a fried beans. Check it out.
Yeah.
See?
Oh, yeah. There you
It
go.
is like fried beans consistency.
Right, right?
Yeah.
So this here, we're gonna get it into that little fried beans concept, right? And that's gonna go on our plate.
Oh my gosh.
Right here.
That's done.
Yep.
Correct. And to
That's an
finish off,
upgrade to your starch on your plate that I've ever seen. First of all, it's yampi, which is beautiful on its own.
it's again,
And it's
and that's where I want to add is
let me get
There you
go
go.
ahead.
what I mean about the Belizean flair, the local techniques and stuff like that is using the products that are very underutilized.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, yampi, you won't see it anywhere.
Yeah.
Right, and it's right here. It's right here.
Yeah.
And it adds a texture, a drama to your plate, you know, and it's very flavorful.
Yeah,
I'm
it is.
sure the
It is.
tourists are like, why is this purple? Did you color it?
Okay, here we have some Local baby spinach.
What did you add?
That's fresh coconut milk.
Coconut milk.
Yeah.
Coconut milk, correct. And again, we marinated with salt
And the fresh peppercorn.
and the peppercorn, right?
So you cook spinach with coconut milk.
Correct. So you want to get that little consistency, that little creamy.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of ideas. Visit
Cream
whenever
spinach.
you got your free ticket.
Yeah.
Whenever you get a Jaguar Reef, you ask for Chef Rahim, and I'm going to show you a lot of ideas.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna get there.
That's
I'm
great.
just fascinated because you saute spinach like that regularly,
Yeah.
but you've thrown in some onions and that coconut milk has an extra flair. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get a cream spinach by the time you're finished it.
Yes.
Correct.
It's just amazing. that out.
Yummy. It smells so good in
Yeah.
here. I'm so sorry. There's no smell-o-vision. You just have to rely on us to tell you or watch our facial reactions.
Yes. All right.
So here we
So
go.
that's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. You want to get that al dente texture, right? And then here we have the
Duck breast.
duck breast. Correct.
All right. So what are we going to do with it?
Okay, the duck breast is gonna get that little nice cut.
Yeah. It's like you're currying it there.
Correct.
Yes.
Right, and then we're gonna have that duck right over here. Right, and the sauce comes right behind.
Amazing.
Right, so
You know what I love seeing with both of you? It's the detail that, like, it's every last detail that matters to you. And I think that shows a lot about what you put into your cooking.
Oh, yes.
that's our product. We have here tangerine and pineapple duck with coconut wilted spinach and yampi.
Okay. And while, like, but sorry to tell you, this is not on the menu, but it does give you some ideas as to how to cook duck at home. If you're gonna do sauteed spinach
Yeah.
or trying out Yampi for the first time, there is a Tangerine Duck at the Grove House,
Yeah.
which is the restaurant of the year for the second time in a row. So
Back to back.
definitely worthwhile to go check out. And, you know, if you're down south in Hopkins, head on out to Jaguar Reef. Rahim said on TV, ask for him. So even if in your busiest night, you're going to have people say, I see you, and open your eyes. You said, ask for you.
Yeah, that's correct. I'll keep my word. I'll keep my word.
But then again, one of the things that I've got to say kudos to you guys for is actually giving an alternative for the Christmas. You know,
Yeah.
so you might not want ham, you might not want turkey, then you could do a duck.
You overdo turkey and ham on Thanksgiving.
You just
and
had that just the other day.
Yeah.
Do something new. All right, excellent, guys.
Thank you so much for coming in,
very much.
and thank you for sharing this lovely recipe with us. And congratulations once again on your achievement.
Back to back.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right, we're gonna go ahead now and take a break and do some sampling. And when we come back, it's gonna be for a conversation with Apamo, so stay tuned.